Hey, you guys, I'm Chibi Joe, and I'm here with another improv movie review. I'm gonna kind of start switching these things up a little bit, just to make these a little bit shorter for you guys. Um, I'll bring up plot points, but I'm not gonna tell you the entire movie. Anyways, today is going to be It Chapter 2. First off, Chapter 1 is a lot better than Chapter 2. Secondly, if you like the book, don't watch this movie. This movie has nothing to do with the book. This movie looks at the book, says screw you, and does its own thing. Not saying it's bad, just saying if you like the book, you're going to hate this movie. Because it literally does nothing to, really not much of what happens in the book happens in the movie. Yeah, it's not bad. There's a few, it's a good movie. I'm trying to, accurately describe it. It's a good movie. Just a bad movie based on a book. Movie starts off with it's at a carnival. There's a very, very, very gay couple. They get beat up because it's a redneck town, I guess, and no one likes gay people in this town. What I find funny is in the first movie, they called the black kid an outcast instead of the N-word. They're perfectly fine with saying fag in this movie. I mean, they say it a lot in this movie. So I just found that kind of funny. It's okay, so you're fine with not saying the N-word, but fag is okay. I don't know. It wouldn't have bothered me. I mean, I know, granted, I'm white, but I just wish they would have went by the book. I understand there's some parts of the book that you literally, legally cannot do. But seriously, I don't know. Because in the first book, it's supposed to be based in the 1960s. I think. I don't really fully remember. But there's just so much that they could have done. I wanted to see my giant celestial turtle, and I didn't get to see it. Apparently, it was the ritual of Chud. Not the ritual of Chewed, by the way. That's something that annoyed me about the movie. He's sort of like Ong, the Last Airbender. Or Sokka. You have the book. You have the miniseries, which was helped by the guy who wrote the book. Why didn't you follow the damn book? I know I'm going everywhere, but there's just a lot of things in this movie that I just didn't like. Again, they did what they always do in movies today. They try to make the guy, always funny. He's never serious. It's just so annoying. Anyways, acting in this movie was great. I mean, look at the cast. The cast is an amazing cast, but still, you have a book. You don't even have to write a script. You can just read the book. I did like some of the humor in the movie. It just felt like they did it so much that these people never progressed from however old they were when they first fought. Like they're the exact same people when they were kids, and it's like that's not how life works. And I'm sure they did that for the sake of like knowing who's who. They really went balls out with just the absurdity that is Pennywise. I do have some questions. Like, did Pennywise like possess a guy? And so Pennywise like became one with this random circus performer? And that's why he is what he is? Like, I think it was just for illusion's sake. But it felt, I don't know, there's a scene, and like we see it in the movie, or in the movie trailers. Whenever, what's her face is visiting the old lady. Like, I don't know. I have to read the book again, because like, granted, the book probably doesn't have any of this in it, because it's been such a long time since I've read the book. But it's just, it really got on my nerves. And like, it felt like they kind of moved, like for a movie that was almost 3 hours long, it still somehow felt like it was rushed at times. Like, it was a well done movie, just like over time. And like, I'm trying my best not to spoil it too much, because I'm going to start doing it more spoiler free. I don't know. I just have like a lot of things I didn't like about this movie. There was one moment I thought wasn't supposed to go in that they forgot to cut out. So, the clean freak and the funny guy, they're running through this hallway, and while they're talking, funny guy drops his flashlight, and the way it looks, it was completely by accident, and they just left it in the movie, and I'm fine with that, because it's a scene that worked. Like, if you did do that, it works. Sorry, stretch. How they defeat Pennywise was fun. Again, they didn't follow the book at all. And it just really got on my nerves. And like, they did like all these flashbacks of things that we didn't see in the first movie, which is fine. And then it comes out, there's like a twist with one of the characters that you kind of could tell throughout the whole movie. And they kind of start making it really obvious. But then they act like, oh, it's a twist. And I still went, aw, for it, because I knew it was happening. I was just it was sort of like, the two characters are going to kiss. So you're just waiting for it to happen. Yeah, it's a good little movie. Like, it's good. Just if you read the book or if you saw the miniseries, like, I know the miniseries isn't like necessarily scary per se, but at least it tried following the book. This one, it really didn't. I don't remember if the Deadlights were even mentioned in the book. I think the Deadlights were mentioned in a later story and then explained that this is how Pennywise did things. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good sit down and watch. Just, I had my own personal issues with it. I guess I'll rate it I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to change the setup of this so that it's shorter. Because I'm doing a lot of other projects like voice acting and stuff like that. So I'm trying to like still bring out content like this, but at the same time, focusing it in a way I can get it out faster, and it doesn't seem like I'm rambling as much. Plus, I forget most of what happens in a movie anyways, unless I record it that evening, and I don't have time when I record it that evening since I get in so late for some of these movies. But yeah, that's all I got today. So, I guess I'm gonna rate it Chapter 2 8 out of 10. Like, it's really good. Just some things felt rushed, while other things felt really drawn out. They didn't follow the book at all, which is fine. But like stuff that was hinted at in the first movie, they just kind of said F it for the second movie. Apparently they're coming up with a third. So yeah, 8 out of 10 I think is a pretty safe score. Like 7, 8 out of 10 around there. We'll say 7.5. But that's all I gotta say. So if you like this video, or if you're listening to one of the many places this podcast is, follow, subscribe, whatever format you're on. Just support me and support this little show. It's been a while. I've been dealing with a lot of personal things. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and guys, I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day and a good night.